Today, I'm answering the most common questions about the new CSQM requirements. I'm Kirsten of ASK KSA Consulting. We help firms save time and achieve peace of mind in meeting the requirements of being in public practice. Here's the first question. How do I explain a system of quality management to others? In simple terms, a system of quality management is what your firm designs, implements, and operates to ensure the firm and its personnel fulfill their responsibilities, and you issue the right engagement reports. Think about it like this. What are you trying to achieve? The quality objectives? What can go wrong? Identifying and assessing quality risks. And what are you going to do about it? The risk responses. And then you have to make sure it's all working. That is monitoring, remediation, and evaluation activities. Simple, but important. I know the CSQM effective date for design and implementation is December 15th, 2022, but where do I get started? Well, of course, you have to read the standard and assign roles and responsibilities. But the real starting point to set you on the right path is with quality risks. Most of what you read suggests starting with quality objectives, but these are set out in the standard and fairly easy to establish. When you start with the risks, it becomes a more efficient process and you have more buy-in from others. You focus on the nature and the circumstances of your firm, allowing you to identify if there's additional quality objectives. Starting with the risks also allows you to develop strong risk responses, which saves you time now and in the future. How do I identify quality risks at my firm? Identifying risks is such an important part of the process. The risk will be very different for a sole practitioner versus a small firm with 1 or 2 partners versus a mid-sized firm with many partners and many locations. But the approach is the same. I coach my clients to start with a risk brainstorming meeting. Don't get caught up in the detail of the standard quite yet. That comes later. But really focus on the risks. Think about the nature and circumstances of your firm. Matters to consider include the nature, the operating characteristics of your firm and its complexity, resources you have in place, your strategic goals, the types of engagements you perform, the types of clients you have. When you understand risks, you can then link them to quality objectives and assess those risks. Is there a specified process to assess risks? Nope. The standard does not require you to use a scale, nor does it preclude you from one. I recommend my clients use a simple rating scale versus a straight yes, no, or something much more complicated. You can go crazy with that. The key in assessing risks is to focus on likelihood. Is there a reasonable possibility that the risk will occur? And consequence. Will the risk adversely affect meeting your quality objectives? When you assess the risks correctly, you're able to design strong risk responses. And don't forget to document. What are risk responses? The risk responses are the "what are you going to do about it" component of your system of quality management. In many cases, this will be policies and procedures. The standard is much more than just updating your existing quality assurance manual, but you don't have to throw it in the trash either. Start with what you have. In other cases, your risk response may be another document, an HR manual, your IT policies. The key is to ensure your risk response prevents the risk from occurring and adversely impacting your system of quality management. Monitoring activities will make sure that risk response is working, and if it's not, you remediate. For those of you watching and looking to prepare for the requirements of CSQM1, I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to join me and learn more about implementing CSQM1, you can visit the link below and register for the free CSQM Implementation Blueprint Webinar. We will cover a top-to-bottom practical rundown of the requirements of CSQM1 and the impact on your firm. We'll discuss the importance of identifying and assessing risks and how to link those to quality objectives. And we'll address designing risk responses, all key components of your system of quality management. This free webinar is followed by a live Q&A. This is your opportunity for free real-time coaching and asking the key questions that are in your mind. I'm Kirsten Albo. Register at the link below, and I'll see you on the other side.